we are. We are back. Let's see who plays for us.
Yes, this is the last round of the Legacy Swiss Magic Monsters. After that, we're going to have a cut into top 8. And unfortunately, I think the first 8 players can draw if we
think so.
Understood
yes.
correctly.
I think so. I try to find the, let's see, the standings already. You find them?
No. There should be somewhere here, though.
Yes. It should be there, but I'm not good at finding this stuff.
I've never done that either. But I'm pretty sure on the right side will be Thibaud, a magic player from Lucerne. He will be on Death and Taxes, if I'm not mistaken. And I think on the left side is an Infect player. I'm not 100% sure though.
From Copenhagen.
Let's see. We're gonna receive the deck list shortly from our beautiful Jonas Walter. And it is, yes, so Thibaud is on Death and Taxes. But the other player is Gregory Domon, which we have seen before, and he is on Show and Tell. Is he on actual? So it's Omnitel. It's not Sneak and Show, right? So he only plays for Show and Tell. I hope for Show and Tell. Yes, and no other quote unquote win condition apart from that. But he has been doing well, as it seems. They're probably both 4-1-1, or at least I know the.
No, one of the two is 4-1-1, and the other one is 4-2.
Okay, only 4-2. All right, let's see what their opening hands will look like while we try to figure out the standings. If any math genius like Arana Spring is still in the chat, maybe you can figure out the math for top 8 with 77 people.
It was kind of there is like 5% difference in the tiebreakers between the 9th place and the 8th place. That's a lot.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nevertheless, those players just have to play for the win, and then they might still get in, right? Especially with 4-1-1. I think there could be like.
It has to be a miracle, but still, miracles happen sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. And we see no blue source, I think, for the Show and Tell player. Just Baseichu and City of Traitors, and there's an island. Sorry, those new fancy islands catch me off guard.
As on this side.
Yeah, the MTG melee side should provide the standings for the tournament as it is done via the app. But let's focus on this game, I guess.
Sure.
Death Tech is taking a mulligan. Show and Tell did keep it. And it is a keep on 6 for D&T as well, starting off with a Mother of Runes.
What do you think about this matchup?
I think it's rather balanced. Like there's a lot of cards that D&T has which can hinder Omnitel on going off. At the same time, it is rather resilient, Omnitel, and usually doesn't play a lot of non-basics. Like apart from like I think they have 4 non-basics, right? They have 2 City of Traitors, 2 Baseichus, and okay, they have 1 Ancient Tomb as well, and then the rest is islands. So like the Mana Denial plan doesn't work that well, but there is a lot of other hate creatures like Spirit of the Labyrinth, which we see, which lets each player only draw 1 card each turn. which obviously is a really, really, really good card against any blue deck, because all the brainstorms, preordains, ponders, whatever it will be that draws you cards will simply not draw your card. And brainstorm being effectively a super dead card with ponder, for example, you still could go and like at least shuffle your library or stack the top 3 of your deck as you wish. But that's an okay opening, I would say.
The problem is always like about the show and tell not being like it's good, but sometimes it's a problem like with all the creatures that can be played by the mono white deck.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like the package of creature is a little bit less efficient.
Yes.
Than before because of Skyclave Apparition is not at its best against the
definitely not.
the cards that
No, definitely not.
Oh, he's playing also 2 Ballista.
Yes, that is because he is missing some cards, which I right now forgot. It should be something else, but he was quite happy with the Ballista during the tournament. It was actually a good card. Oh yeah, he was missing Solitudes. But right, there's a show and tell on the stack, and he has an Omniscience in hand. Let's see if there's a Thalia that would hinder him a lot. No, it's a Stoneforge Mystic. What a shame. Thalia would be amazing, obviously, as the Omniscience player would have to play a bunch of other cards. But he's not there yet. I think he can. I mean, he can't draw any cards, so Narset works. And he's grabbing. What's that? Batterskull?
No, it's the.
I don't know this artwork. Oh, okay. It's a
Caldra.
fancy new color. Okay.
The Caldra.
So yeah, he can cast like Narset and then try to find a Cunning Wish. And then from there, probably pretty easily do the trick. Right. There it is. But he will not be able to draw any more cards, so he has to find it here, or he will have to pass the turn. But there's a Cunning Wish, right? And a Intuition even, so he's more than safe. I think, at least. Yeah, he can go Cunning Wish, and then he has this green instant, which searches up for 2 creatures. That will be Emrakul and Grizzlebrand, which we then can cast off Omniscience, and then it's usually game. As you get an extra turn and swing it in. Right, there's a Cunning Wish. It's gonna be a rather short one. And yeah, I don't know the name of it. Shared Summons, it's called. No, he's going for 5 Minds Foresight.
I think the matchup is really bad.
Yeah, if he doesn't have Thalia, yeah. If he does have Thalia,
yeah,
he's
with
super
Thalia,
happy.
you can
But
do
without
something.
Thalia, it's and even like Thalia plus Spirit is quite a lock, I think.
Yes,
or it's really
it
good.
helps a lot, yeah. And the Spirit is also a 3/1 that hits. It's
a quick one. It's quite quick. And I mean, this is a turn 2 show and tell, right? So it's not. He didn't have to cantrip for H's or something, so
it was fast.
It was a good, fast and furious. But I don't. Well, why does he do this even?
It's turn 3, right?
No, it's turn 2, I think. Like D&T players played a Mother.
Yes, but he has 2 creatures.
That's
that's
from
front.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all good. Good. I don't understand why he goes for 5 Minds Foresight and then searches for his stuff when he just can grab his creatures. Maybe extra insurance. I don't know. But he has like all he needs.
Yes.
Maybe just enjoys playing the game a bit more. As he might have been having some short.
I have this thing that I think sometimes, like, if I was Thibaud, I think sometimes you have to learn to concede. That's also part of the game. I mean, this is over.
Well, maybe, but I don't think in this matchup it's that relevant.
No, but it's in general a good rule.
But I wouldn't concede in his spot either. Like, maybe he has messed something up, or like now he goes for the shared summons. Like that's, I mean, yeah, whatever. He could have done it like with the first cunning
Yes.
wish and just.
But I feel like trolled. You know, it's like just
Yeah, but I like, you know, I have had opponents resolve Doomsday, and they like I didn't have anything, and they messed up the
with
deck.
Doomsday.
Right,
You can mess a lot
right,
more
right.
than with this.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, but still,
I
still could
agree.
be
I
happening.
agree.
But yeah, 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 you're right. Probably he maybe should have just scooped it up.
No, it's not like it's not important. I mean, it's just that sometimes you
Well,
need to learn when it
TNT
is
a
the
deck
moment.
that can easily go to time, right? So
Yeah,
that
that's
might
something.
you're probably right.
Not if your opponent closes on turn 2. But still.
All right, let's check the sideboards for these decks. What would you bring in if you were Thibaud?
I looked it up and I was like, I think Chalice. Because I feel like my 1-drops are a lot worse than the cards for 1 mana from my opponent. I think Canonist.
Right.
I don't see a card that would be a must in my decks if I would play this deck.
What do you think about Mind Break Trap?
Where is the Sanctum Prelate?
He doesn't play any, right?
No.
Non-main, non-side. Interesting. That's super interesting. I don't get that here.
I think it's a mistake. I think the card is really good, and it could be one of the options to win a matchup like this.
Yeah, definitely. Like 100%. I don't know why he's not playing it. I have to ask him after. Right, Cataclysm is
I
definitely.
love that card. I think it's really one of the top cards for
Cataclysm?
I'm speaking about the Sanctum
Prelate.
Prelate.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
yeah,
just one of the best cards that
definitely.
you can have in this deck.
It just wins whole matchups alone.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I agree.
No, Cataclysm is funny because it's like 15 years that this deck has 2 Cataclysm in the sideboard.
Right.
One or
It's
two.
against lands.
Yeah, it's
right,
against lands.
yeah,
There are
that's
some
amazing.
matchups where it is good,
Yeah.
but it is always like a fun card. I loved it in
So
like
rare.
in 97 back
Right,
then.
right.
But that's a lot
When you
of
casted
years.
it in standard. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
there was
nice.
a deck with like knights at random, the 2/2 random knights, shadow
Right.
knights,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
on.
And the white knight and
And
stuff.
yes,
Yeah.
and an aura that gives +6/+6 for the cards that you have in your hand.
Right.
A water light card, I think so.
Yeah.
And then you cast this, and you keep both of them, and they are really big. This way, you have one
Nice.
creature, but it is
Huge.
effective.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Nice. That's really nice. Sorry. Gregory wants
Gregory,
1-0. Right. And then actually, Gregory himself, he doesn't really have a lot. Actually, probably nothing he wants to bring in. Because he has a Fireman's Foresight, Sublime Epiphany, Shared Summons, which are all Release the Ants, which are all part of his kind of Cunning Wish board. He has For Leyline of the Void, which he doesn't want. For Leyline of Sanctity. I presume this is against Burn and
Do
Discard.
you want to keep the Russian River in the sideboard?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Because it's really slow to search for it and then use it with a Cunning Wish. I'm not sure about
maybe
it.
you cut like Narset for it, or maybe you cut like.
I understand it. I understand to have it in the sideboard. It's really good if you can take it, but sometimes it's really hard. You know, 4 mana maybe.
Yeah,
if that, because you search for it if Talia is into play, because that's the problem, right? And it's 4 mana and then 4 mana.
Yeah, it's also, I find it very interesting. It's a mono blue version. I saw a lot of like either white blue or and then they played swords and some mentors, or they play like green and then they play Veil of Summer and like Uros, which is kind of an alternate plan. Which I like to have a second plan with this deck because it's so super straight, and if you don't have show and tell, you don't do anything.
I prepared for a tournament, a legacy tournament on Magic Online, like 1 year ago, or 1.5 years ago. I wanted to play that deck, but I was playing with Uro. It was the old list where you
with
could
Astrolabe
play
as well.
Astrolabe.
Yeah.
I was playing Uro and Teferi, both of them.
Yeah.
And
really
one
good.
Sylvan Library.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, that's such a good card, Sylvan Library. Right, another mulligan for the NT. And another keep for Chantel, or Omnitel, sorry. Yeah, we're discussing. We're not gonna spoil it right now, but let's see how the second game goes. Getting later and later a bit, but it's not that many. You did a lot of rounds yesterday, right?
One more than today.
One more, 8 rounds, right?
Yes, 8 rounds, but they in the semifinals they split the prizes,
Right.
and they play just the finals
Okay, cool.
to have a
Show
winner.
yes, final, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool because yeah, like people have trips to get home, and most people are here by train, I assume. So it's kind of if you
just
get
like
towards
4
10,
hours to get
yeah,
home.
well,
It's not a lot.
yeah. We should make the tournament in Lucerne, then it would be a lot closer for you, right?
Sorry, it's really close to me. Yes,
Yeah.
1 hour 40, like something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we should do more Magic tournaments in Lucerne. And gather all the different speaking communities in Switzerland.
Yeah, I think that's always great.
Yeah, we can profit a lot. That's a keep on, I think, 5, right? Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably searching for Talia. He has not a lot of.
I mean, it's kind of the card of Death and Taxes, and he didn't find it last game.
A lot of years ago.
He boarded it in the Russian River, by the way. He hasn't had.
A lot of years ago, it was about like if your opponent plays show and tell, and you're a mono white deck, you had like Oblivion rings or things like that. Strange things that were a problem for the show and tell player. But now these cards are not anymore there. This way, it's a lot easier to.
It's good against Sneak and Show, but against Omnitel, usually they can go off in response with the Cunning Wish. Usually, but
I totally agree. Oh, Rushing River is in the deck.
Yeah.
Zine is handled.
Yeah, and he's brainstorming, looking for a Force of Will, I presume, against the good old Thalia, Guardian of Raven. Let's see if he manages to do it, to handle it.
His land count is not high enough to take out both Boseju, it seems.
But he really has
nothing to bring in. Yeah,
right,
just
he has
the
one Rushing River, and he has 2 Bosechus in the sideboard. He really prepared for like blue decks as well.
Yeah.
With 4 Bosechus, that's kind of insane. I've never seen a deck play 4 Bosechus.
I also
among the 75.
I spoke with his opponent, Roten.
Yeah.
And yeah, I told him that he has 4 Boseju.
Yeah.
Also. And he also did not expect 4 Boseju.
No.
4 Boseju is a lot.
That's
I normally expect 2 or 3. 2 in the main deck and 1 maybe in the sideboard.
Yeah. Or 1-1 split. I know quite well. Or I've seen a lot.
Yes. And with Wasteland getting more popular, not less popular, I would say.
You need like this, and you play only basics, so there's not really any other target for the Wastelands apart from 2 cities.
The bad thing is it is a tapped land. This way, if he has Wasteland,
you have to wait a turn. Yeah,
you have to wait a lot, and the problem is you don't have a lot of Wasteland targets.
Yeah,
this way it's easy that he has the Wasteland there.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Ooh. Finding a bunch of lands and another Impulse. He's playing 2 Impulse. Interesting. Usually they play like max 2, I think. You like the card Impulse?
He's playing with 4 Impulse, right?
Is he?
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Interesting.
It goes really deep, and your plan is just to go deep and get a turn 3 kill.
I agree. I only find it like interesting because usually you play like 2 to have it for the Firemind's Foresight because you didn't play any instant with CMC 2 or with mana value 2, as you say these days, to find, and he's playing straight up 4. I mean, that's fine. It's a really stuck list with 3 Intuition, only 3 Cunning Wish though, and then only 3 Flusterstorms main as well. Oh, he had to board those out probably, right?
Yeah.
What did he put in? Holy moly!
Oh, maybe he has 4 Boseju now.
Probably. Because
No,
you want
you no
lands.
you keep them for the
Force pitch? Really?
for the pitch. Yeah, I think so.
3 Flusterstorm?
Maybe you cut
In your
one
mono
for
blue
one
deck?
position.
Yeah, probably. I'm not sure. I'm really
There are
not
a
sure.
lot of cards that are not at its best. It is nice because we are debating between playing a Boziju, a tap a land that deals you 3 damage. That's
Yeah, yeah,
the main use about
yeah.
the card.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. And Thibaud only finds a Stoneforge Mystic, which is not what he wants. Getting in with his Modern of Runes, which obviously not is her main purpose, but also being a semi-dead card against this deck.
We saw some death and taxes, but we never had death and taxes playing turn 1 Ethervile.
Yeah,
That's that's a little bit strange.
super unfortunate. All right, there's no show and tell. There's an intuition, so he can grab a show and tell. But he's going for Slundy Visions, where you can look at the top X. I don't remember, 6 cards, is it? Right.
And take an instant or sorcerer.
Right. Or he could play it as a land, which is quite valuable to have this double effect on a card. Like either it's land or it's a spell that finds you something.
Yeah, I was playing the old list. I was playing 3 of the 7 mana draw cards for
Right.
the land that you can play it untapped if you pay 3 lives.
Right.
You draw cards, X cards where X is your hand +1.
Right.
And mythic card from one of the last sets.
Right.
But I think they don't play it anymore. Okay. The card is they don't play it anymore. I think because of Westland. Right. The card was good because if you think I had moments where you get dry on resources and you have an omniscience down and you cannot win. Right. And this is a land. This is a pitchable card, and this is a card that with omniscience into play, it does something real.
Yeah, that's true.
The card is good in my opinion.
Like super flexible.
Yes, but I think Westland is the reason why they don't play it anymore.
Because it's not a basic island, right?
And it's also painful, obviously, because it's 3 damage if you want to have it on.
Yeah, it can matter.
Against blue-red, probably it matters a lot.
Or against burn, which still is a deck in Legacy. Right, cantripping away in the Legacy style. Did he find a show and tell? No, there's no show and tell. Force. This is straight up shuffle, if you ask me.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, I think you don't have to look at what your opponent does in this matchup. You have to look at I do my stuff.
Get my plan done. Get my plan done. Right. I agree. Yeah, and he kept intuition, which is wise. I kind of had the feeling you should go for intuition rather early, but it's obviously good to draw one piece and then you can intuition for the other one, which you didn't draw.
There is another
position.
Yeah. Maybe he has one more than before. I don't know.
Yes, Emrakul. You don't want to go Emrakul, probably. Like show and telling in Emrakul straight up against against D&T is probably not wise, as they have 3 Caracas, but let's find out what he does.
At the end, it's the only solution at the moment, Caracas.
Yep.
He has no Solitude this way. Solitude would also be a solution.
True. Solitudes actually kill.
It's a concept to play it.
Emrakul. Haven't thought about that yet. Alright. Why is that Bozeichu?
He chose not to. Oh, it's a baiting. It's a bait for the.
Pretty sure, yeah. Right. There's that Cauldron.
Cauldron starts hitting. Oh, look, 15 is exactly 3 times. It's perfect. Let's see what happens.
Caracas in hand. Nice. Wisely not playing it. Yeah, just easy clock. Clock. And leaves up the Mother of Runes for that rushing river in the hand that he probably is predicting. I'm joking.
Easy prediction.
Easy predict. Yeah, people don't have access to deck lists. It's just us. On certain bigger tournaments, they usually get the deck lists, especially in the top 8. It's something really interesting, actually, because then a whole set of mind games starts
On the Pro
going.
Tour, it's all with open deck
Yeah.
list.
I think it's fair.
I think
to
it's
some
another
degree.
game. It's really interesting, but it is another game.
Yeah, you start mind gaming really
Yes,
hard.
yes.
It's
On a high level, it's kind of crazy what happens. So
yeah, I can imagine. I've only recently played the first time with open deck lists, and it's cool. It's interesting, but it's also it takes out so much possibilities for me as well out of the game. Like if you play against
On the
people you
deck
never
building
never
also,
played.
it's sad for me because
Yeah,
the
definitely.
surprise is still a surprise. You know?
Right. Yeah, right. He doesn't find anything, which he's looking for one of 4 cards in his deck every game, and sometimes you simply don't find it because the odds are against you, I guess.
It will be. I have in December my first tournament with open deck list. No, it was the second. It's okay. I was trying to remember, but it's the first Pro Tour that I play with open deck list.
Nice.
So it's the first one.
Nice.
Never had that before.
Jealous for one.
That does nothing at the moment.
Well, if he draws a ponder, it does quite a lot. But...
Yes, no, it doesn't because the rushing river is there and has to do something. There is a mother of the rules, and it does.
That's true.
Kind of nothing.
Let's see if he attacks. He does. Now it does something.
What?
He's probably going to bounce the germ, right?
Should I think? I mean, I think Thibaud.
But he's not playing consistently. Like
no.
If he'd attacked before,
exactly. If he didn't attack with the mother before, after your opponent draws another card, you cannot decide to attack.
And it doesn't change the clock either, so it doesn't make sense. Although, wait, I mean, he has to use Ancient Tom.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it's still bad, I guess.
It's still 3, but yeah, it makes no difference. 4 or 3 is not a difference at the moment.
No. Goes to 8, goes to 6. No, it doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, he's using that rushing river. He can go sacrifice that land right now if he wants to. Pay the kicker cost.
Paying the kicker cost.
No, he isn't. Takes 2. Goes to 6.
Okay, this way he opens up to just going intuition into show and tell.
Yes, it seems so, but I don't think he found it.
No, or nothing.
And now, I mean, now the impulses are actually really good.
No, it does nothing.
Impulse?
He has no mana to do all the stuff he needs.
No, right now, no. But he's not dead, is he?
He's dead. Oh no, he's not. He has no mana this way. No, he's not
he
dead.
cannot replace it.
No, easy.
He gets another turn, right?
He gets 2 other turns at this moment.
Right. Yeah. 1. There is the impulse. What did he find? Do we want to check? Does this work like this? I guess not.
Yeah, it's the last round of the tournament. This is probably a round that it will not be influent for the top 8. Then there will be the top 8. We will let you know the decks that are in the top 8.
Oh, it is lethal. Flicker is. Oh no, it's not lethal.
It's at the end of turn, right?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I thought he had a vial. Let's see what he actually flickers. He does flicker that. And swings for another 2. Right now he has a lot of lethal.
Now it's annoying because he's on 4.
He can't use Ancient Tomb again.
He
He
goes-
uses it now.
He will go to 1 if he fetches, and I think he has to fetch.
Yeah, he's getting intuition. And he needs to go omniscience as well, right? Like show and telling Emrakul doesn't help at all. He's getting omniscience. Does he have a show and tell? I'm not sure. I thought not, but maybe a mistake.
He just used the impulse, right?
Yeah.
This way, maybe he found it.
Yeah, maybe I didn't see it.
Let's see. Let's take a look.
No. Oh,
Yeah,
there
he
is a
has
show
Domon
and
tell.
tell.
Yeah.
But he still dies.
No, he went. Right?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, let's see what happens.
Well,
Well, he doesn't have 1 necessarily yet.
Yes, but no, he's not losing. He needs to draw something because he's on 12. Thibaud.
Yeah, if he breaks, oh, okay, it's a cunning wish.
Okay.
Oh no, that's so unfortunate.
Cunning Wish just wins the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Strange that with the. You said that Thibaud.
I thought he had the Caracas.
Yeah, that's. But anyways, Caracas would not be good.
It doesn't matter if you
Yeah,
show
exactly,
and tells
yeah.
omniscience. It doesn't. But if he went for the dice straight up show and
Yes.
tell, he's getting.
Exactly. We don't know what
Ooh,
he
is he
would
getting
have put.
shared summons? That might be a
No.
mistake. All right, this is not over yet. 100%. Let's fight it out. He starts thinking, I guess. Looking at Sublime Epiphany, which is a spell that does many things.
many.
Yeah, it bounces, it draws, it counters, it. Like what is 5 or 4 modes. And he's checking what cards he has left, right, for Fireman's Foresight. Getting Fireman's Foresight. Casting it. So what you get? Cunning Wish, Impulse, and what? Brainstorm Preordain? No. Well, yeah, it doesn't really matter because there's a Chalice on one.
They counter it.
There's
And the
not a lot of
Russian
cards
River
left
is
in his
not
deck.
there anymore.
No, he doesn't have any Russian River.
Oh, he has the Sublime Epiphany. He could still get rid of the
Yeah, that's
Chalice if he wants to. Not that it is really useful, but still. Can do it.
yeah. He has a yeah. He's probably gonna win.
Ah.
Wow! What an impulse!
All of them?
What an impulse! All right, and then Cunning Wish.
Cunning Wish.
He's getting shared summons.
He just would need like a Caracas by himself.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. But you can't do that up, okay?
I think
Ooh, this is dangerous.
Thibaud will win.
If he has really that Caracas in hand, he will actually win.
Also without, right?
It doesn't have haste.
What? What just happened?
He's all right. 4, 5, 6. There's an annihilation trigger. He's still at 20. He's actually dead on board,
Yeah,
right?
he's dead on
because
board.
he has a mother. What? No, don't sack the mother.
Oh, he has the Caracas still.
He does have it? He
I think
actually
so.
has it, right?
If he plays like this, I hope he has Caracas. Or
Please. Pretty please. Yeah.
yes, 101.
He messed it up.
Could he win?
Not sure.
Gregory?
Actually, not sure. He could have gone for release the ants from the start, probably.
exactly sure about what I'm saying.
I mean, he would have had to deal with the chalice, I guess. It's in German, sorry.
No.
Oh, there's it's in English. Super.
Okay. Yeah, you have to win the clash, and it's not so easy.
Well, you have
without-
omniscience and
without-
Emrakul. Without Brainstorm, it's not easy. I
without
agree.
brainstorm.
But I think he could have, like, if he went for that straight away instead of casting Emrakul with the first Cunning Wish, I think he could have gotten there.
He casted the Emrakul because he drew it. Then the turn after he drew the Cunning Wish.
Yeah, you're right.
And with the Cunning
Yeah,
Wish,
sorry, you're right.
could have just played this after searching it with.
Or he could have gone for Epiphany and attacked. Wait, what does? Can you quickly search up Slobline Epiphany?
Oh yeah, with
with Epiphany, he should
you're
have.
made to, yeah, not playing the Caracas would have. It would still made no difference. Yeah, with Epiphany, he could have attacked, bounced the Emrakul. No, you cannot target the Emrakul with a 9 in instant.
But he could have. I feel like he could have done something.
I think there is not a lot. Yeah. No, you can. Oh, protection
No,
from
it has
colors. Yes,
instance.
yeah. No, it's a protection from colors, but it's.
Can you see Slobline Epiphany? I don't remember all the mods.
It's counter target ability.
Okay.
Or bounce a creature or copy a creature.
He could have countered Caracas.
Yes, but he would not have the Grizabrand into play.
That's true.
It's not like.
Is that
he
true?
He cannot copy his creature. He can. I think the only option he had was release dance and try to win from there. Point.
My feeling says there must have been a way with Slobline Epiphany, but I'm not 100%.
No.
Like he could have copied Flicker Wisp, flickered.
Yes, but you don't win on the spot, and you are on 2 lives. 4 creatures on into play.
Yeah, but I think you could have maybe forced him. Like you copy a Flicker Wisp, you flicker the token.
To be honest, the first thing he has to do is attack with Ember.
Yeah.
To understand which
Yeah.
is the position, what is the situation. That's the question. Because if he sacrificed the chalice, if he sacrificed, it depends which creatures stay into play. Then you have to search with the chalice with the Burning Wish.
Yeah.
But it is pretty easy that he wins just with a release dance. To be honest,
But I think like if he grabs Epiphany, passes the turn, his opponent attacks. You copy 1 creature, block 1. I think
you don't have Emrakul.
You have Emrakul. You don't have no.
Grizabrand.
But you could have copied 1 creature before combat. You could have bounced another creature.
And there will be Caracas into play.
Yeah, sure. But then he bounces what? He bounces your
I attack
Emrakul.
with all. I attack with all.
And then you copy 1 creature. You bounce the other one. I think he would have
Before blockers?
Yes.
Okay, I bounce Emrakul. You're dead.
No, Emrakul attacked.
Oh, you attack with the Emrakul and then you keep.
Right. He sacrificed the 4 permanents. You get
6.
You get to
Yes.
sorry, 6 permanents. You get to flicker. Like either he keeps Flicker Wisp or another creature. You copy the creature with Slobline Epiphany.
Yeah, for sure there was better options, but
Sorry. Yeah, I'm getting too much into it.
no, no, it's correct, but I think this is one of the option, but also this just
Release the ends would have been another option, definitely.
I mean,
it was just so obvious that it was a Caracas in his hands because we knew it as well, probably. But
I think there are so many cards that just win the game for you. You need to have a 3 mana cost card and you win.
yeah, I agree.
That's crazy, right?
Whatever. There is a game 3.
Yes.
Let's see if the Death and Taxes player can pull it up.
I'm sure Grizzleburn was not the option. I
No,
didn't tell
no,
you
no,
that.
no, 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 no. I'm 100% sure it wasn't. Yeah, yeah. Just not just a sec. It's funny because if you had a second, usually those lists play two Grizzlebrand, and often two Emrakul and often no Grizzlebrand. If you had a second Emrakul in the deck, he would have straight up won, right? Because he could have just taken another extra turn and then be happy and swing in.
I think the list is that's the correct list in my opinion.
You think this is the Omnitel
yes,
list you
yes,
you would play?
Yeah.
No green splash, no blue splash.
No,
No
this
white
is
splash.
an option, but the creatures are those two. Not you cannot add other creatures.
No, no, no. But I would play a second Emrakul. I think.
No, I think it's totally wrong.
Really?
In my opinion,
Okay.
yes.
No, I always play second Emrakul.
Because it's an overkill, and I think it's this show and tell deck is not about getting Emrakul into play. It's that's not
but it's like you just want to find the other two, and then you just cast Emrakul. That's always what you want to win.
I think you have enough win conditions. Maybe it's a little bit harder to win sometimes, and I think this was the classic situation where probably you have the win, but you have a little bit more pain to win. But I think it's because it's really heavy when you draw it, and when I really think it's not something that you want in your hand.
No, I guess. All right, there's that trial.
It's a good card, I would say.
Finally. Yes, very much so. Is he debating about Force of Will, or is it his turn? Oh, he is forcing it. Okay.
I'm thinking about the...
Oof, I don't agree with that play, but...
I don't think it's... I would not force it.
No, especially not after seeing Chalice.
Oh, but he has a
turn
to
he just
kill?
has it again. Wow.
He has a turn to kill?
Wow.
Kind of. No,
yeah,
he has
it is
impulse.
a kill. It is straight up kill. No. Like, if there's a Thalia...
If you find something.
If there's a Thalia, no. If there's no Thalia, okay.
Yeah, but it's an impulse. It's not a coin wish.
No, it's an intuition, I think.
No, it's an impulse.
Is it?
Yes.
Grabbing is... yeah, it's not intuition. It is impulse. 1, 2, yeah, but yeah. There's the intuition. Good luck. Strong deck, mono blue. Welcome to Legacy. Blue. Wow, there's a Mind Break Trap. The 2 of Mind Break Trap in the sideboard.
Whoa, nice. Nice. That's nice. I really like that. I really like to see that.
And now, please don't just put Caldera into play. Please have Spirit of the Labyrinth or something. Okay, now Caldera. Go.
Yeah, it depends. He saw a lot of good cards with the impulse.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the brainstorm.
Now he goes land. No, he has another
impulse.
Yeah, I can't really fizzle from here. No, he has a Grizzlebrand.
Grizzlebrand with 12 lives. GG. I draw 7. Well met.
Yeah, he is at 12, mind you, not at 17. So he goes to 5. Now he has a full brick, imagine. Nah, you can't really brick from the spot, can you?
This is an
there's an
inputs.
Right, 2-1 for Omnitel.
Yeah, interesting.
Closer than it should have been, probably.
Yeah,
but,
I think the matchup is crazy bad for the... It's just about Thalia. I mean...
Yeah. Yeah, Sneak and Show is a lot worse because, like, they try it differently, but Omniscience, you cannot really interact with it.
It's really hard. And they have a lot of cards that are just like medium. It's like Caracas gets better. the game is different.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
Yeah. Also,
Direction Revoker is a card actually,
yes.
and
and
quite
the
a few
red cards
cards.
are worse than blue cards. If your deck wants just to draw the single, oh, he bring in double position.
Yeah, he wanted the lands. Like, yeah, just
Fortalia.
don't screw me.
Fortalia,
Just don't
exactly.
screw me. Probably
It's,
cut all the fluster
I
storms.
agree with you on game number 1. I think it's game number 2. It was kind of interesting. Was kind of interesting the lines you could take. I think
Yeah, there were many
resistance
options.
yeah, also
There were
the
many
Sublime
options.
Epiphany. The thing that I was saying is really the most important thing that was obvious is you have to attack with Emrakul as first.
Yeah, no, that
Because
for sure.
you want to
get that
see
6 permanents.
you want to see what's left. If you have 10 permanents, you have to think about 10 permanents. If you have 2 permanents, you have to think about 2.
One line what I was thinking of is like flickering, like copying Flicker Wisp, bouncing something, and then flickering like his chalice out so he cannot sacrifice it. So he loses 2 permanents. Then I attack. I draw a card of the Epiphany, and then I'm not 100% sure if it would have worked out, but then he would have to sack, like, maybe he would have had a Mother or a Stoneforge Mystic, but it wouldn't have been lethal, and just one more turn would have won me the game. I'm not sure if it would have worked out.
I think
100%.
if you bounce 2, it's. I still think like maybe Release Dance was the best option, just also to kill 2 creatures, because deal 1 damage, kill 1 creature, and then creature kill another one, and it's fine. I mean, there are options.
Because his mom was tapped.
I think the most important thing is you don't take a Grizzle Brand. Then the other options are all lines that I agree with you that if you attack first and you see that your opponent keeps the chalice, okay, and keeps 2 random creatures, then it's kind of easy because you just say go, you attack, then you say go, you see what he does, and
you can't wait for Epiphany. You bounce. You're happy.
You can do bounce. If he makes a bad move like Caracas bounce, you can counter also the ability.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Still, if he doesn't make a bad move, still he will have the turn with Emrakul again with Omniscience into play.
Yeah,
this way, I think there were a lot of lines
to find a solution for this. That
are like in a really good spot. Griselbrand was not in a really
not the point.
But no. I think
the legendary text is quite relevant.
You are when you are like no, it's not legendary. He
could have had a sword.
He talked that it had haste or something like that. It's the classic. It's the classic brain fart of 6 o'clock in the afternoon after 8 rounds. You're like, oh, normally I just I have my Emrakul and my Griselbrand and I show my opponent that I attack.
22. Let me go.
Exactly, and stop. It's finish, please. Why are you not conceding? And dude, this guy cannot attack. That was the situation, I think. Anyways, we will be right back in a few minutes, and we will give you some information. The decks in the top 8 are 2 Death and Taxes, 2 Delver decks, 1 12 Post, 1 Alluren, 1 Infect, and 1 Lance deck.
Quite the mix-up. Gonna be exciting. Stay tuned for that.
That's what I would expect for a real-life tournament.
Really?
To be honest. Yes.
I'm missing the combo decks.
I
like the hardcore speed combo decks. I'm missing them.
I agree. I would see one of them. Infect is kind of a combo deck.
Yeah, but not like Tess, A&T, Doomsday.
Yes, but this is more
Belcher, whatever.
I agree. But this in real-life tournaments, normally in the last years, I see always that the combo decks are not. People will not bring those kind of decks because they want to play Magic. It's strange. People want to play Magic. But in the last years, I see this, and I feel like this metagame is kind of, the Alluren and the Infect could be like 2 other combo decks, in my opinion.
Yeah,
that's like 2 Death and Taxes, 2 Delver and land deck, 2 kind of lands deck, because Post is not a land deck, and it's totally different, but is a lot about what he does. This way, let's see us in a few minutes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.